Welcome, everybody, to yet another live stream video. Thank you, everybody who will join the live stream tonight. Definitely looking forward to this one by far, guys. I'm going to wait for some of you to get on to the live stream and we'll get going, man. So. Hopefully, all you guys are doing well. Hopefully, your week is going good. Hopefully, you are ready for the weekend. Hope you guys are indeed. Let's wait to get some of you guys in here, shall we? Let's see about this one. What's going on with all you guys? Hey, Noah, how are you, sir? Sir, very nice to see you a part of the live stream. I'm doing well. A lot of stuff I had to take care of today, but doing pretty well. Thomas, how are you, sir? Nice to see you. Brandon, hi, sir. Thank you for being part of the live stream. Griff, good evening to you, sir. Actually, good night, I should say. Let's see what else here. What's up, Brandon? You know what, man? A lot of stuff. A lot of things that I'm preparing for, and a lot of things that are coming up. Making a lot of plans for a few future things. So that's what I was doing quite a bit of today. See what we got here, man. A few of you in here. Very nice. So what are you all up to? Definitely let me know what's going on with you guys. Definitely let me know, man. Very nice. Cool. Some good people. I'm definitely looking forward to tonight by far, man. I definitely am. A lot of stuff to talk about, media to show off, a lot of really great stuff. So I'm definitely looking forward to it. We binging through Home Improvement for the first time, finishing season. Wow, man. Wow, you have went through a lot of Home Improvement, Noah. Holy shit. Um, Crazy enough, Noah, I was actually watching that when it was actually going on for real. So Home Improvement was part of that whole like ABC lineup of like comedies that were at the time. It was a good show, man. I haven't revisited it in a long time, but it was. I remember being really funny, man. Very nice, Brandon. You're at a friend's house and you're watching me. Wow, very interesting, man. All right, hope you're still hanging out with your friend though, and just not just watching me, man. Have you heard about David Cronenberg's Crash and we're getting Criterion releases? Yes, Thomas, I have heard of Crash getting a Criterion release. Actually I am one of the unsung heroes of Crash. I love Crash. And when I talk to people about Crash, everybody says, "Oh yeah, that movie that won the Oscar or something." I'm like, "No, not that Crash. David Cronenberg's Crash with James Spader." And they're all like, "Oh my God." And they don't know what like really that one? Like and I'm like, "Yeah, the better Crash movie." And see, the weird thing is Arrow announced it, and now Criterion did. The difference between the two releases is actually one major difference. Well, actually, two, I should say. One is Arrow is doing it in 4K, and Criterion is not, which I know a lot of people have kind of got on Criterion's ass about that. And the second is actually on the Criterion disc, you will actually be getting the David Cronenberg commentary that he originally did years and years ago. On the Arrow release, you actually will not be getting the Cronenberg commentary. So, if you're a purist, you either will pick up both of the discs or you'll pick up the Criterion. It's tough. I don't know, man. I guess it depends on what you're willing to go for. Either losing the commentary and getting the 4K, or losing the 4K and getting the commentary. Yeah, I guess it depends on what you're comfortable with. Be honest with you. Did a little movie shopping today. Picked up that Rocky Horror still in the blue of Rocky. Oh, of Becky. Oh, very nice, Griff. Very nice, man. I gotta tell you, that steel book of Rocky Horror is great, man. And as a lover of Rocky Horror, that was a must buy. I usually don't go out of my way to buy multiple releases, especially if I already have it in the collection. But that was just too good of a steelbook, man, and I had to get it. And Becky, look, I didn't pick up Becky, but I did like the movie well enough, and I know people really enjoy it, so I don't blame anybody for picking that movie up by far, man. Chris, what is up, sir? How are you? Thank you for being part of the live stream. The Mono Gordo, very, very nice. Mono Gordo, love your content, film fan. Thank you so much, man. I really, really, honestly appreciate it. I honestly do, man. Thank you so much, dude. What up, film fan Brady? How are you, sir? I'm doing well, man. Hope you are as well. Let's see here. I'm excited for the Irishman on Criterion. I actually got mirrors for here for the Irishman. Noah, I am actually really looking forward to the Irishman on Criterion. Any movie that is from Netflix that is coming on physical media, I praise because some of these ones that are Netflix originals, they don't really come on physical media. So anytime they do, I'm always praising it big time, man. On As far as Marriage Story, boy, do I want Marriage Story, man. I really do. And I wanted it the last Criterion sale, and I just didn't find it, man. I think everybody was really wanting it and really going for Marriage Story. So during the next sale, I think that's one of the ones that I'm really gonna look for is Marriage Story by far, man. But those two I definitely am looking forward to, man. I watched the Grudge starting music. What did you think of that one, Thomas? I actually really like the Grudge remake with Sarah Michelle Gellar. I actually think it's actually pretty good. One of the better horror remakes. It's kind of actually been, honestly, it's kind of been forgotten somewhat, but it's actually pretty decent. Yeah, I do like that one, man. Uh, I'm ashamed to say I haven't seen Rocky Horror Picture Show yet. No, man, I really don't fault you for not seeing certain movies because it's so weird because sometimes I go on YouTube and I look at these younger movie YouTubers and some of them are really great. And they'll be talking about movies or talking about their collection and be like, "Well, I haven't seen this one and I haven't seen that one and I haven't seen this one." And sometimes you kind of want to pull your hair out. You kind of want to pull your hair out and it's like, "Oh, really? You've never seen that one?" And I have to remind myself that these are very young movie lovers and they haven't watched all of the classics yet. They haven't watched all of the stuff that maybe I have or some of the other people have. And you got to give them a chance. And so, you know, for a while I used to be like, oh, and now I've sort of mellowed out a lot and I've sort of become more of like you know, the watch it in due time. There's a lot of movies coming out. There's a lot of media to check out and movies to give a chance to. So they'll find it eventually. That's my sort of opinion on that now. Mike, have you seen the Wolf Creek movies? In my opinion, John Garrett as Mick Taylor, he's got to be one of my favorite recent horror villains. I think he belongs up there with Jason, Michael Myers, Leatherface. Ooh, that's saying a lot, Mike. I have seen Wolf Creek 1. I did buy Wolf Creek 2, the DVD, at Dollar Tree, one of the sales. I haven't gotten a chance to watch it yet. I did like Wolf Creek 1. I thought it was brutal, man. I was not expecting how brutal it was going to be. And the fact that it's in some ways based on a true story, man, you know what? I swear to God, I like being in my apartment. I like being in my little corner of the world. I do not want to go backpacking or go into hostels or any of that shit, man. Because God, the crap that happens to people, Americans going overseas, or just people hitchhiking in general, like, oh my God, man. I will be the most boring motherfucker on the planet, man. If it keeps my ass alive, then I'm all for it, dude. But he does make a really good horror villain. I really do like him. Does he belong up there with Jason, Freddy, and Michael though? Man, that's tough. I don't know about that, man. I almost kind of push back on that one. Not saying he's not good, he's great, but man, reaching that level though, I don't know, man. Chris, what are your thoughts on The Walking Dead ending on season 11? First of all, Chris, I want to say thank the fucking Lord, man. Seriously. Like, there was a time when I was watching The Walking Dead when I thought, this is never gonna end. Like, seriously. Like the turnover rate is just gonna keep on going here, man. Like, they're just never ending. And I think at one point, I don't know whether it was an AMC executive or somebody who said, yeah, we're just gonna keep this going forever. And I'm like, uh, why? What the hell, man? And then they kept doing the spin-offs, and I'm like, ah, Jesus, man, this ain't anything. And then what happened is that the Walking Dead comics had ended. And I think at that point, that's when fans kind of, because I saw a lot of fans talk about, okay, the comics have ended. Now you got to kind of set an end date for The Walking Dead. It only kind of makes sense at this point. And I'm glad they're ending it. Now, mind you, I actually left somewhere in like end of season 7, beginning of season 8, so I'm actually not caught up at all. I don't really know much of what's going on, who's left. Bob, who sort of watches it still, sort of keeps me updated to a certain degree. He's like, hey, this is kind of what's happening. Okay, cool. But I haven't really watched it since then. I've lost interest. Am I gonna go back now and watch some of it? Probably not. I'm probably gonna wait until the whole series now ends and sort of pick up from where I left off. I am glad it's ending, man. I mean, mind you, Walking Dead World is not ending. They still have Fear the Walking Dead. I know they're gonna do that other spin-off. So it's not like the Walking Dead universe is ending, but they're finally cutting the cord with the original Walking Dead, and I think that's only a good thing, man. Hey, Justin, how are you, sir, man? Thank you for being part of the live stream. Griff should be getting a package from Diabolic in tomorrow as well. The Inheritors, Little Monsters, and Freakmaker. Very nice. Little Monsters, of course, is awesome, as I talked about in last Out and About video. And Freakmaker, man, Freakmaker is really man, I love Freakmaker. It was kind of weird because me and my friend John bought it, and it's an odd little movie, man. But I really like the designs in it. I like Donald Pleasance in it. It is a fun flick, man. I'm glad I gave that one a chance. I think you might like it, Griff. Thomas, it was good. I'm not sure about the sequels. Yeah, the Grudge sequels suck. I'm telling you right now, Thomas, skip them. The Grudge, yeah, the Grudge 2 is not good, and yeah, they're yeah. I skip them, man. I mean, watch the original, watch the remake, and I know some people have said there's like a TV show or something about the Grudge on Netflix, which I have not checked out yet. I want to, but they said that one's good, so give that one a chance then. But stay away from the rest of the sequels. Yeah. No, I'll be watching Rocky Horror hopefully next week. As you and I know, I don't watch it. Anyway, you know what, Noah, man? I know you watch a ton of stuff, man, as do I. And I've always said, dude, there's 24 hours in a day. And I wish to God that I could watch movies 24 hours because I've got so much stuff I gotta watch. I'm backed up with everything. And my friend John has talked about it with me. He's like, dude, I have no idea how you pull it off every single week. He's like watching the pickups and watching the stuff for the out and abouts, and when we were going to the movies and watching all that stuff. And he's like, "I my God, man!" And plus just watching regular stuff on Netflix and shit like that. He's like, "Dude, when do you have time to sleep?" And I said I barely have time for much, man. So I just try my best to sort of pace myself. And sometimes I'm a little late on this and a little late on that, but I got a lot of shit to watch, so I just try to fit it in the best I can, man. The actor from Wolf Creek used to do Better Homes and Gardens in Australia. Really? He's really George? That guy used to do Better Homes and Gardens. God, that bad. That must have been a terrifying show. Jeez. Okay. Soda Pop Curtis A. Seth, in your opinion, what's the best Philip Seymour Hoffman movie? He is underrated in Scent of a Woman. You know, I there's a great Philip Seymour Hoffman. Well, Philip Seymour Hoffman is great in general. What can I tell you? There's that one movie, and God damn it, I can't remember the movie to save my life now. Uh, that he did with Robert De Niro, and he played this drag queen, I think, who was helping Robert De Niro with his physical therapy or something like that. That one is really good. I think that's an underrated one by Philip Seymour Hoffman. Of course, you got to say The Master, which he was really great in as well. Obviously, Boogie Nights. He's great, man. I really miss Philip Seymour Hoffman, and what a fantastic actor. Even in a movie like Mission Impossible 3, where you look at Philip Seymour Hoffman, you're like, whoa, how is he supposed to be intimidating against Tom Cruise? And it just works because he's cool and he's calculated and he's just confident and he makes it work, man. And I did love Philip Seymour Hoffman a lot, man. I really did. I don't know work. Let's see here. With the Daryl Carol. Yes, Thomas, there is a spin-off with Daryl and Carol for The Walking Dead. Um, you know what? Look, man, when I was watching The Walking Dead, I loved the character of Carol. I thought she was badass, man. And to think of where that character came from in the first couple of seasons of The Walking Dead and where she eventually went to, like, my God, man, talk about an incredible character arc for somebody. She's done an amazing job. And Daryl's a good character. I don't think Daryl is leading man character quality. I really just don't. But then again, like I said, I haven't been watching The Walking Dead, so maybe that's been changed. But I always thought of him as a really good sidekick, and outside of that, not much else. But maybe they can change my mind, man. Maybe they can. I don't know. Can you do Dollar General and out and about videos? Chris says. I actually have went to Dollar General, Chris, and checked out some of the movie selection. And by the way, there's actually not many Dollar Generals in my area. There's far more Dollar Trees than there are Dollar Generals, or Family Dollars for that matter. Uh, and I went into Dollar General, and honestly, the selection in my area really isn't all that great. Like a lot of people have sort of talked about how Dollar General is really good with their selection, and I'm like, I went into like one, and I'm like, I really? I mean, maybe one day I may do it as part of one of the regular out and about videos in the future, but as far as like a separate one, I probably wouldn't. But I mean, it's got some okay stuff, but nothing that I was like, wow. But I mean, maybe other people have experienced better Dollar Generals in their area. I don't know. Part two, Tomorrow for Tomorrow. I have not seen the Babysitter Part Two yet. I want to. Uh, I actually have to kind of talk to Bob about that because I am thinking if I do watch it, I kind of want to do a review for it because I did a review for the first one a long time back. That's actually part of the Netflix nights. If you guys have not watched that review, definitely do it. I think it's hilarious. The beginning skit that Bob and I do, I think is kind of fun. I kind of want to do another review for another babysitter movie, and so I do want to watch it. I kind of want Bob to watch it with me so that him and I can do the review together. So I actually would like to do that. I will kind of tell you guys soon, later in the video, kind of what's coming up on the channel within the next month or two. And there's a lot of stuff. So trying to fit in the babysitter part two is going to be tough. So I'm going to do my best, but I definitely do want to see it though, man. Did you see Tenet Brady? No. Now actually on my Facebook page, Brady for Film Fan 108, I actually put a video on there today. basically explaining that the movie theaters in my area in New York State in general are all closed. Like that you cannot go to any movie theaters in New York State. Now, some of the movies that are coming to movie theaters are on streaming. Tenet is not on streaming. So, unfortunately, I am literally shit out of luck right now. Until it either comes on streaming or catch it on physical media. That's my only two options right now, man. And those are far away at this point. I actually ended up looking because I kind of look every now and again at, sort of update news exactly on the movie theater thing. And our governor has said that basically, as far as movie theaters reopening, yeah, it's indefinitely. They are not reopening anytime soon. So, you know what, man? I have a feeling that probably I won't get to watch it until it hits on physical media. I'm probably missing out, but that's just that's just my luck, man. Uh, Griff, I was sorry to see you still can't get into the movie theaters. Yeah, Griff, my friend John and I did kind of half joke and we were half serious about, hey, maybe we'll drive to New Jersey, and and we kind of looked at each other for a moment, and we almost thought about doing that, like seriously. And then we were like, ah, man, if we go to New Jersey and technically we've went out of state, and I don't know if we will if we have to quarantine for 14 days. So it's like I don't know what the hell. So we just decided, fuck it. And so we're just hoping at this point that in some way, shape, or form that we can get back to some sort of normalcy enough where movie theaters can reopen again. At least here in New York State, man, because I would love to go to the movies again, dude. Let's see here. No, if you ever need any help with reviews for new stuff, especially streaming movie, that'd be. Thank you, Noah. I appreciate the help, man. I am gonna try to get back into that again myself. I used to do the Netflix nights a long, long time ago, and I had stopped doing that, uh, primarily because I was focusing on other things. And my girlfriend kind of brought up when this whole pandemic started. She actually brought up starting back up the Netflix nights, and I kind of pushed back on that because I had a lot of things to edit and a lot of things to do, and then it just turned into a lot of movies watching and getting the pickups done, and now that things are, well, not exactly slowing down because I'll kind of explain that soon to you guys, but I would like to get back into that. There's a lot of great stuff on Netflix. There's a lot of great stuff on streaming for me to check out, so that is something that I do want to get back into though. There's a Wolf Creek 3 in development, and I don't know if you knew, but there's a TV show. And Mike, I did not know that. I kind of figured there probably would have been a third film at some point. It's enough of a popular franchise that it was going to get. I did not know about the TV series. Wolf Creek is decent. It's not bad. It's a small little franchise. I'm glad it's still going strong. There's not many horror series that really are nowadays. So to see Wolf Creek actually being successful is actually only a good thing, man. So it's not bad. Better homes and garden, George. Oh my God. Oh God. That is so weird. The guy from Wolf Creek doing better homes and gardens just blows my mind. Um, Schenectady, New York. Yeah, Schenectady, New York was good, Thomas. Well, it was decent. I wouldn't say great, but it was decent though, man. Thomas, and I did pick up Power Kids and Entourage the movie. Oh, nice. Nice pickups, Thomas. Power Kids and Entourage the movie. Look, man, I was never into Entourage. Not that I hate it. It just never really interested me. So I It's not something I'll ever get into, but people like it, so what the hell, man? If they release a Walking Dead complete series on 4K, would you buy it? Chris, I would have to watch the seasons that I missed on The Walking Dead in order to know whether it's worth it or not. To me, man, I think the problem with The Walking Dead at a certain point was that I, when they brought in the big bad, in that series, when Glenn got killed, to me, I kind of felt like they had reached a certain high point, and then it started to lower down more and more. You know what I'm saying? Like it ended up like being really cool, and then like a great bad guy was introduced, and then the bad guy was uh, in here, kind of effective here, kind of a little badass, but kind of a little weak. And I felt like they didn't really do a great job with him, and then I sort of like, and I kind of bounced. I was kind of like, I didn't really feel they were doing a great job with it. And then when I heard, like, spoiler alert, when they killed Carl, I was that really infuriated me, man. And I was like, why? Why kill Carl, man? I mean, fine, if you want to kill Rick or something, I get it, but why Carl? It's just like, to me, I felt like Carl should have lived, and they just killed Carl for the sake of killing Carl because it's shocker or whatever. To me, it never made sense, and some of the decisions that Walking Dead has made hasn't made much sense to me, anyways. But maybe it's gotten better, and I would have to watch the seasons in order to truly know, man. Let's see here. Did you ever think of having one of your buddies over during a live chat? Griff, actually, really great question. Actually, last week my friend Nick was over hanging out with me, and I actually almost did the live stream last week, and had Nick stay over and sort of do the live stream with me. I almost thought about that, man, and I didn't do it. I would like to have some of the guys over. I think I would have to sort of I would have to sort of get them over here ahead of time. Like I would have to be like, okay, this is what we're doing and the time we're doing it, and if you can come over, great. I think the guys would be up for it, man. I love hanging out with the guys in general. They're extremely fun, and it would be cool. I mean, if you guys would be up for it, yeah, I would bring one of the guys over. I would be cool with it. I wouldn't have a single problem with it, man. So yeah, I'd be fine. I guess it depends on you guys, man. Let's see here. Mm, Hey, Eli. Hi, sir. Welcome to the live chat. I appreciate you being here, man. Andrew, my favorite horror box set. My favorite horror box set might not have been released yet. Um, Miss working with you, man. Hope all is well. DK is a fine sir. Thank you for being part of the live stream. Really appreciate it. Andrew, sir, appreciate you being part of this live stream. I'm checking out Antebellum later on tonight. Real Daniel Otero. I do want to check out Antebellum. I actually wanted to watch it in the movie theaters. Well, coronavirus happened, and that turned to shit real fast. Um, but it looked interesting to me. And actually, I don't kind of know what to make of Antebellum. Like, I know it's a horror movie, but I know there's more to it. I, the trailers have been a little bit cryptic, and they haven't exactly been very forthcoming, which is fine because I like when a trailer doesn't tell you everything. I am looking forward to watching Antebellum eventually. I definitely would really want to watch that, man. So I hope it's good. I really do. Mike, I have not seen Ratchet yet. Man, I got a lot of things to watch, bro. So Ratchet is way down on the list, man. Way down on the list. When I get to that, whenever it may be, man, I am looking forward to it, though. It does look cool, man. I did, Daniel, a lot of planning for future things and taking care of some errands, a lot of stuff today, but did my best to get most of it done, man. Uh, you get the PS5? No, Wick John, I have not. I don't really need the PS5. I really don't. And by the way, I do not want to get shot or stabbed over the PS5 because I'm hearing a lot of people like, oh yeah, man, if I see the guy outside of like the area with like the PS5, I'm gonna like cap his ass, and I'm like, okay, man, look, I'm out, bro. Like seriously, man. Nah, I'm not getting shot or stabbed over that shit, bro. I've got the PS4. I'm happy with the PS4. I don't need the trouble, man. Real gamers, real people out there that game all the time, they deserve to get the PS5. So good luck to them, man. It's the Friday the 13th box set, isn't it? Real Daniel Otero says, I don't know. Is it? Dan and Daniel, I guess we'll just have to find out and see. Let's see here. Antebellum looks like anthology. Troy says that. Troy, it kind of does. And that's why I'm actually not sure about the movie or not, because I'm like, it looks like it takes place in different time periods, in different horror situations. I don't know. And so that's why Antebellum is high up there on my list, because I just can't for sure know exactly what it is yet. And that intrigues me, man. So I am looking forward to that one. What are your thoughts on the movie Bombshell? Chris, I thought Bombshell was really great. I ended up obviously talking about it when it came out on physical media, so definitely check that video out when Bombshell hit store shelves. But I thought it was a really powerful movie overall. I thought the performances were great. And yeah, it's a movie at least worth watching once, man, clearly. Real Daniel Otero. I know I wanted to see it in the theater as well. I worked at the movie myself, and we're still closed. Tough times, man. Sadly, but hopefully. Um, Daniel. Yeah, unfortunately, there's some really great people that have been at these theaters that work extremely hard, work their ass off, and they have literally no idea when they're going back to work. They have no idea when they're ever getting a paycheck again, and that really saddens me. Um, I I love the movie theaters. I understand that they're in really tough times, and I understand that we want to get COVID taken care of, and we want to get it down to a reasonable level. But I've gotten a lot of emails from Regal saying, okay, this is our strategy, this is what we're doing to keep people safe, to sanitize everything. And I mean, they've come out with a plan. I'm assuming that the governor knows about it. I'm assuming that they've run it by them. Unfortunately, there's issues with air conditioning and other stuff, and I don't know, man. I don't know when theaters are gonna open. Right now, it's indefinitely that they're staying closed. So, uh, if I knew when theaters were gonna open, I would literally start planning. But yeah, I got no idea, man. So tough times indeed, dude. Let's see here. Thomas, yes, the PS5 will play 4Ks, which by the way, is a huge deal because because of that, Sony is still supporting the physical media format by having the PS5 play 4Ks. And I think that's only a good thing because I think a lot of experts thought the PS5 wasn't going to do that. That they were going to get rid of that drive and just cut ties with physical media altogether. They decided not to do that, and and that means that Sony still believes in the physical media format and they still support it and they still support 4K, which is a good thing. And that makes me hopeful for the future that at least you have a supporter in Sony, which is a big company. And as long as we have some of these companies still supporting the format, then it's going to go a long way to keep preserving it. If they start abandoning it, that's a bad thing. So I consider that only a good thing. I truly do, man. Troy, never buy first gen game consoles. Let them get the bugs and hardware out first. No, I do agree with you, Troy. I remember a lot of systems at first. You buy them, and everybody's so great to buy them because hey, you know what? I get the first one, and then there's all kinds of issues and everything. Uh, you know what? People want to be the first to buy shit. I get it because I've been there too, man. But sometimes it's best to probably hold back a little bit and wait till there's any bugs or issues. But you know people won't do that, man. Of course they won't. Do you have the Ring box set from Arrow? I don't, Mike. I didn't really want to buy the Ring box set from Arrow. It's not that it's a bad box set. It's just that I had really no interest in it though. But it's a good box set, man. I know people have really enjoyed it though, man. Uh, uh, no, I didn't give any thoughts of the Robert Altman films you mentioned, Thomas. I, Robert Altman's a good director, man. He's not somebody that I think a lot of people really care about, unfortunately. But his movies are good though. I will after the live stream, George. I definitely will about the whole Walmart situation. Oh man, that's the whole thing in itself. Trying to get in touch with people from Walmart, and I put in a complaint too, and I still haven't heard back. So you know what, man? I'm just going with the flow right now. I would love to film in these stores. You guys know how much I love doing that, but I don't want to get berated by these people. I don't want to get berated by a manager that thinks like she's a sheriff. I don't want to do that. And you know, here's the thing about it. Maybe she had good intentions. Maybe she didn't. Who knows? But when you yell at me in front of customers and employees like that and be rude to me, I lose all respect for you. I no longer have any respect for you whatsoever. And so, that's it for me. Like, and I don't want to deal with people like that. So we'll see what happens, man. I want to know, but I still want to show off the great physical media for you guys. So sometimes if I got to do things like what I did this last out and about, I'll do it. I honestly will, man. I have no qualms about it whatsoever. I'd rather film in the store, but if I can't, this is the alternative. Let's see. It must aggravate you about theaters, though, especially when other states are open now. Griff, it kind of does. I mean, trust me, man. I've had so many conversations with John and Bob and Nick, and we've talked about it, man. We were planning on doing a review for Tenet. We had plans. We had plans for New Mutants. Those went out the window, and it really sucks because you know, it was so tough because here I was trying to I was trying to plan everything, right? I would be like, okay, this is what's coming out in June. And then June passed by. Nothing because, pandemic was really bad. Nobody wanted to open anything. Okay, cool. Well, things got moved to July. This is what's happening in July. And then, okay, nothing happened in July. Then, okay, things are coming out in August. That got scrapped. And so it's like trying to keep everybody updated, trying to make a plan for something has been completely, just thrown in my face time and time again. So now I'm just like fuck it. I won't try to plan too far ahead anymore because when I have it's blown up in my face. However, at the same time I'm kind of doing that anyways. So I just never learn my lesson. But uh, I I want to see the movies, but yeah, I don't think it's happening anytime soon, man. Have you seen the Mulan movie yet? Real Daniel, I might have. Uh, Hey, did you get the Mission Impossible 6 movie collection Blu-ray? I'm curious, Chris. No, I did not. I really see no point in getting any Mission Impossible set at this point until all the movies are done. Because it's the same with the Fast and the Furious, man. Every single time a new movie comes out, there's a new box set that comes out. And the same with Mission Impossible. And it's like at a certain point, how many boxes are you gonna buy until you realize, you know what, let me hold off until all the movies are done, and then I'll just then invest in the actual box set. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna hold off on, man. I mean, I love those Mission Impossible movies. I think they're fucking awesome. But I am not gonna buy any of them until either Tom Cruise dies of a stunt, which man, that guy like has a death wish, or they finally finish the movies off. Whichever comes first, man. Who the hell knows? Let's see. Is there one actor or actress you aren't that great at acting, but you still love them anyways? Mine has to be John Cena from Noah. Yeah, John Cena. I mean, he actually has gotten better though. Give John Cena credit. He actually has gotten better. One that I don't One that love them anyway, but they're not that great. I don't know. That's really tough, man. Because most of the ones that are not great, I really don't like. So that's really tough, man. I would honestly have to think about that one. I would. Well, you know what? Actually, there is one. Now that I'm thinking about it, there is one, and actually, it probably is. I would say it might be Owen Wilson. It might be. Now that I'm thinking about it. I don't love Owen Wilson, but there are certain movies that I love him anyways. Like his small role in Anaconda or Wedding Crashers that I've really loved. Hell, I even like him in The Haunting for Christ's sake, even though that movie's god awful. Yeah, yeah, it's its own. It might be Owen Wilson, but there's a few other ones. But yeah, Owen Wilson kind of pops right into my head. What drove you to become a big movie buff? What made you start a collection? From Michael. Michael, thanks for the question, dude. What drove you to become a big movie buff? Um, it was my mother and father, man, that drove me to be a huge movie buff. Honestly, it really did. Because here's the thing, you know, y no matter what people say, you get influenced by your parents constantly. And my mother and father were huge fans of movies. And they imparted that love onto me. And that's what got me into being the fan that I am. And the things that I've loved have stemmed from them. So that's where that started. As far as the collection is concerned, man, I just love movies. And to me, I grew up in the VHS era. And the VHS era was, having a collection. because you didn't have digital. You had a collection. If you liked a movie or if you wanted a movie, you you got it. You got it on physical or you taped it on a physical disc. That's what you did. And so I learned early on about collecting. I learned early on about, loving a movie and owning it. And so that just spread from VHS into DVD, into Blu-ray, and so on and so forth. Unfortunately, the generations nowadays don't have the same luxury that I did or many others from the past who sort of grew up with a certain amount of physical media and an appreciation of having that and knowing that, so sometimes what would happen is that you would actually, right? You would watch a movie in the theater, and sometimes the movie wouldn't come out for a year until it hit on VHS or DVD. And so it's like once that hit on DVD, it's like, oh my God, I need to have the movie. I haven't seen it in so long. And you'd buy the DVD or you buy the VHS. And so nowadays, I think people have kind of gotten almost spoiled, actually. And to me, I'll always depend on the collection because I've had it. I've had that mindset for so long, but not everybody does nowadays. Unfortunately, kind of sucks, honestly. Seth, what are your thoughts on CBS changing its name to Paramount Plus? Yes, Aaron, I did hear about that. You know what? It's all about rebranding, man. It's honestly all about rebranding. Because let's be real here. You know, nobody was that interested in subscribing to CBS All Access. But if it's like Paramount Plus, oh man, well that is like, okay, now I'm getting much more. And that's what the branding is. It's all about rebranding, man. Is it still a service worth getting? That really depends on you, man. I've said it over and over again that you really need to look at streaming in the same way you look at cable, which is that you need to find out what works best for you. And that's honestly the truth, man. What works best for you? Is it having Netflix and having Hulu and having Amazon Prime and having, the Criterion channel and and having Apple TV and having all this stuff? What do you need? And what can you sort of hold off on? And it's all about your money situation. It's all about the entertainment value that you get. Will Paramount Plus be worth it? I guess that depends on the individual. I don't think for me it's going to be worth it. I mean, I may every once in a while subscribe to it, to watch some show that's on, and watch all the episodes and then get out. But as far as like continuously having it, probably not, man. I feel your pain at Walmart. I'm always getting yelled at as well. Yeah, exactly, real Daniel. Like, what is the harm? I mean, seriously, what is the harm? All I'm doing is showing off the physical media. I'm not doing pranks. I'm not vandalizing. I'm not stealing. I'm not saying anything bad about the employees or the customers. I'm not filming anybody else. You would think that that would be very understanding because even my girlfriend my girlfriend has talked about how she's watched certain YouTubers and they've done prank videos at Walmart and they got kicked out, and I say to her, good, I'm glad they got kicked out. And because you shouldn't be doing prank videos at these stores, that just should not happen. But for somebody like me that's very harmless, and I'm just showing off physical media and talking about it, that should not even be an issue. Like just because there's a few bad apples should mean that we shouldn't like hate on everybody. I don't know. I just think that's beyond ridiculous, especially with like a pandemic where I go into Walmart and I see people like they take off their mask and employees are clearly looking at them and no one's saying a goddamn word. But me filming the physical media is clearly a threat. I don't get it, man. Um, I just pre-ordered the digital version of PS5 online. Cool, man. I hope it's all good with you, with John. I hope it's all good, man. Hope you enjoy the PS5, dude. Um, I've never had any issues with Walmart. Well, true, Thomas, but have you filmed in any locations in Walmart for physical media? Then you might have issues. Um, um, it's Cody, the one that paid. Ah, Cody. Okay, wig. Yeah, sometimes I don't know who's who if they're different accounts on YouTube, man. Thank you for the support that you've done, trying to get the word out about Walmart. I appreciate it, man. I honestly do, dude. Um, Thomas, how about it if Tom Cruise said he's getting too old for the Mission Impossible series and then Paramount decided to end this series severely or maybe replace him with the character's son? Uh, Thomas, to be honest with you, man, I don't think that they should continue the series, man. There was that whole thing at some point in the franchise, and I think it might have been Mission Impossible 4 or 5 that uh, that Jeremy Renner was supposed to take Tom Cruise's place eventually, and he was going to be the main guy, and that like never happened, man. Like Tom Cruise was like, "Fuck that, man!" like I'll get the power of Scientology on your ass, man. Like he was not losing the grip on that series, bro. And that was just never gonna happen. Tom Cruise, this series literally prints money. I mean, the series has gotten better almost every single movie. That that's incredible. And Tom Cruise is still amazing in this series, and the stuff he does in them blows my fucking mind away. You know, when he says he's too old to do it, they should just say, you know what, we're done. Because trying to replace Tom Cruise with somebody else, man, I just think is doing it a disservice. Tom Cruise has been so good and so committed to this franchise that to just hand it over to somebody else it would be stupid. You know, do one last great movie and then call it quits, man. But Hollywood, if it makes money, they ain't stopping it. Mike, I was gonna buy the Tremor 6 movie collection, but the seventh one in the franchise is coming out in October, so the complete collection of Steelbook won't be a complete collection more. Yeah, Mike, I would just wait until they end up finishing any series at this point, because you know you're just buying for the sake of buying. You're not actually completing a series. Now, mind you, I can't tell you when exactly the Tremor series is gonna end because like I thought the Tremor series was done after part 5, but then eventually they made part 6, and then I thought that was done, and then they continued to part 7. I, I kind of want to check out the next Tremors movie because I don't know, I've been watching them all anyway, so what the hell? But yeah, I would just hold off on any collection set until they call the series literally quits, man. Have you seen Owen Wilson in No Escape? George, I actually did, and I do like him in No Escape. So I will say that much. There's a lot of shit I don't like him in, but I give Owen Wilson credit for the stuff that I like. And No Escape is really good. I actually saw No Escape in the movie theater, so that was actually a really good one, man. Um, I went to a unique thrift store on Monday and it was smaller than I thought. Three shelves of media, but the separate. Okay, cool. Hope you found some good stuff, Thomas. The only Blu-ray I found there was a swing of things. Okay, are those are those packages from PR companies? I will get to the packages in a few minutes. None of them are from PR companies, but I will talk about that in the video here as well. So all in due time, Noah. Hey Breaker, how are you, man? Thank you for being part of the live chat. Appreciate it, man. That horror dude, you always said I missed your last few streams. It sucks how Walmart treated you. I say film anyways, bro. Dude, I want to. I really did. And trust me, I was almost on the verge of filming this past week. But there was so many movies to talk about. I thought, God, I'm gonna be there a while. And if it was like maybe two or three titles, I might have gotten away with it. But with that many titles, I decided, you know what, fuck it, I'll bring it home and I'll just talk about it. Which, by the way, I thought you guys were actually gonna hate on it. I was like, oh my God, you guys are really gonna hate that I bought it and then I came home here and showed it off. And it's not sort of the same dynamic and it's not great. And a lot of you guys actually really embraced it. And I was actually really shocked by that. And it was a pleasant surprise for me because it meant like you guys were okay with me doing it, where I thought I was going to get a lot of pushback. So that does encourage me, man. So that was greatly appreciated. So sometimes I probably will, but other times I will avoid it, man. Oh, let's see. Wick John, hey, it's cool, Duder 108. Okay. Can you think of any actors who should have won an Oscar but has never won an Oscar yet? Yeah, Johnny Depp. Johnny Depp is somebody who deserves an Oscar, at least to me he does. Uh, I'm trying to think if there was somebody else that did. I, you know what? I do think John Travolta, man. I do think John Travolta earlier in his career definitely did deserve it. I think he did. Um, I don't believe Willem Dafoe has won an Oscar yet. I'm almost positive he hasn't, unless I'm wrong. Willem Dafoe desperately needs one, man. He desperately needs an Oscar, man. How much great work he's done. Wow, man. There's so many really great Robert Downey Jr. He's another one that deserves it. There's so many really great actors and actresses that deserve Oscars, but I am so over the Oscars, and I've been over the Oscars for years. Reason being is that it's supposed to be a celebration of movies all year round, but that's not the case, man. It's a celebration of the last couple of months of movies. And only the ones that are really dramatic and are Oscar bait ever get worthy of anything. And it really sucks, man, because there is some really great horror out there that deserves to get some Oscar recognition. There's some good comedies, there's some romance movies. There's some really cool thrillers and action stuff that should get recognition from Oscars, and they don't. And that's why I call bullshit on the Oscars, and I've been calling bullshit for years, man. Another person who deserves an Oscar who hasn't, I don't think, is also Sigourney Weaver. So yeah, I mean, there's so many really great people that have never gotten an Oscar, but does that make them bad actors or actresses? No, that just means that the Oscars suck ass, is what it means. Um, let's see here. Red from Hamilton, New Zealand, like your shows. Thank you, Red, so much, man. Appreciate it, dude. Really, thank you for being part of the live stream. Truly appreciate it, man. Honestly. Thomas, since Cinema Sickness is doing unboxings on his live streams now, I wonder if this is your first time doing unboxing in your live stream. Uh, it, I believe it is. Yes, it is the first time me doing unboxings on my live streams. Honestly, Cinema Sickness is great. I love that guy, and um, it's not that I'm doing this because of Cinema Sickness. I actually literally had packages that I wanted to show you guys anyways, but he's always been somebody who I've really admired. So if I follow in his footsteps, then his footsteps are great. So that's only a good thing as far as I'm concerned, man. On that horror dude, did you get all your money back from all those movies? I wonder how they looked at you. That horror dude, yes, I did. I did get my money back, and the lady kind of looked at me. I kept on taking out one after another, after another, after another, and she just kind of looked and she's like, Like, oh wow. But again, like I have the receipt. They're all still packaged, and that's it, man. Like again, I don't want to do that, but I'm forced to because I'm being treated like a leper, and I'm not a leper. I'm not a criminal, and y- unfortunately, there should be an appreciation for doing this, and unfortunately, there's not, and that really sucks, man. So yes, I actually did get my money back, so I was thankful for that one. So, um, George, the review videos when you bring them back home from that problem Walmart was quite different. I didn't mind it at all. Yeah, George, I was just unsure about doing that, and when I brought him home and when I put him on the shelf to actually sort of talk about him and everything, I, after doing it, I thought, oh my God, man, God, the subscribers are gonna shit on me so badly for this. And I thought, it's still a gamble I wanted to do, but I thought, oh man, the I'm gonna take a hit on this one. Like people are really gonna crap all over me, and they didn't, and that shocked the hell out of me. So I think you guys appreciate the fact that I go out of my way to show these movies to you guys, that I want to give you guys every single opportunity to see everything that's out there that I can possibly show off. And so I think you guys get it. And that's what really matters, man. So yeah, I did appreciate the love by far, man. I really did. Reggie, hey Seth, who's your favorite horror actor, male, female? Reggie, man, my favorite horror actor. God, there's been a few of them. It's kind of hard to say exactly because I love so much horror stuff out there, and there's not really usually one main person. But I guess if I had to nail it down, it would probably be Robert Englund. Because man, Robert has. I mean, everybody considers him as Freddy, and yeah, that's what he's going to be known for. That's what's going to be on his tombstone. Is basically I was Freddy Krueger, but he's done so much more for the horror genre through directing and acting in a lot of other smaller projects. He's been great, and so yeah, I would say Robert Englund. I'd also put Bruce Campbell there too. I wouldn't leave Bruce Campbell out. I think both of them are great. So those are probably the main two, man. Let's see here. Thomas Willem Dafoe was nominated. Yes, he was nominated for the Florida Project. Willem Dafoe was, which by the way, I kind of knew he wasn't going to have a shot at winning it because there was other better performances that year. But I was so happy to see him nominated. But man, he deserves to win. I mean, he's great. So maybe one time. I mean, I thought he was going to get nominated for like The Lighthouse, which The Lighthouse was fantastic, but yeah, no go on that one. Um, Michael Blesson, I was hoping you said Willem Dafoe. He's so criminally underrated as an actor. I love Willem Dafoe. I remember when I saw Shadow of a Vampire and 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 just what he was able to do with that role, man. I was like, God damn it. Like how many actors could pull that shit off? I'm like, not many people, man. Even when he was playing Christ in that one movie, I think the last Temptation of Christ, I think it was. He was great in that one, and he's been great in a bunch of movies. He's definitely criminally underrated, man. Juan, late to the party, but here. What's up, Seth? Juan, thank you for being part of the live stream. Greatly appreciated, man. I honestly do. I missed some unboxings. No, you did not. Let's see. Jump Street. Tony Todd or Robert Anglin. Question for you: wanted to buy Insomnia Blu-ray? They have a Blu-ray of that. Insomnia is definitely worth it. Definitely pick that one up. Couple of trolls in chat tonight. Yeah, there's a few. Griff, there always is. You know how that goes. Favorite Friday the 13th movie? I guess you're just gonna have to wait until if I get the box set for that one. Do your Dollar Tree, Ferguson, the Horror Found. So now that I've gotten through most of the comments, do you guys want to see the unboxings? Definitely let me know, man. If you want to see them, I will start the unboxings right now if you guys are into it. Um, do you guys want them? You guys want them? Yes. Let's unbox it up. Okay, okay, guys. Um, I'll All right, let's fucking go. Let's see what you got, man. Okay, so I got a lot of ones to show off. I got a lot of things here, a lot of stuff, a lot of packages. So the first one I'll show off is actually the Amazon Prime one that I got in the mail. Okay, so Jared, hi sir, how are you? Let's open this sucker up. Oh, I'm so happy to get this one. Oh my God. Oh, great. So the first one from the Prime package that I got, guys, I had to order this. This movie is, you know what? I think it is in this kind of so bad it's good category, but I kind of want to know what you guys think about this one. Vampire in Brooklyn. I am so curious what you guys think about this sucker, man. What do you think about Vampire in Brooklyn, man? Oh my God. What do you think of this motherfucker? I had to get this. I so had to get Vampire in Brooklyn, man. Oh my God, dude. Oh shit. This is Remember Brooklyn from me. Yes, Paramount. Bro, I have that in my cart and I'm ordering that when I throw low. Dude, I love Wes Craven. I am a fan of Wes Craven. Even bad Wes Craven. I love Wes Craven, man. This is I remember when I watched Vampire in Brooklyn years and years ago, man, when I think it came out on like VHS or something. And yeah, I think people were really hyped about it because of Eddie Murphy. But the problem is they didn't quite know what to make of this. Is it supposed to be a horror movie? Is it supposed to be a comedy? Am I supposed to be laughing at Eddie? Or am I supposed to be scared by him? Like, yeah, and I think they didn't quite know. And it just was kind of just one of these weird movies, man. But I gotta tell you, I've always kind of had a little bit of a soft spot for Vampire in Brooklyn, man. I really do. And when Paramount announced that they were releasing it, I'm like, I thought this was going to be a Scream Factory release. Like, seriously. But I'm like, oh man. So, this, honestly, guys, this does not have any special features, which really sucks because I would have loved to have heard a commentary or featurettes. I mean, I mean, unfortunately, Eddie Murphy. Yeah, stay on side here. Eddie Murphy, unfortunately, I don't think is ever going to talk about Vampire in Brooklyn. There's no fucking way you will ever get Eddie to talk about this shit, man. Which is so bad because I would have loved to hear him talk about it, but and now that Wes has passed, unfortunately, but oh man, so good, dude. I finally have this in the collection. Never owned it before. So Vampire in Brooklyn, guys, that's the first one, man. It's so good. Good times on that one. And oh my God, I really didn't like the movie when it first came out, but now I really enjoy it. The cover kind of threw me. Yeah, I think that horror dude. I think the comedy and the horror together, like some, for me at first, I think it was a confusing for a lot of people, and I think in Brooklyn actually was ahead of its time because horror comedy at that point, like especially like in the mainstream, wasn't really much of a thing. So I don't think it really caught fire the way they were hoping for, and it flopped, and you know how that goes. And then they just want to bury the fucker. So having that, man, that now in the collection, I can't wait to revisit that, man. Holy shit, man, good times on that one. Yeah, no special features, unfortunately, on the Blu-ray. I kind of wish there was, man. Yes, Paramount is taking over the Miramax catalog, Thomas. There's a lot of Paramount releases coming out, a lot of re-releases, shitload of stuff, man. So, boy, it's good to be a physical media fan, especially on a lot of older titles right now. A ton of stuff, dude. So now on to the next package, guys, and that is the Diabolic DVD package. Oh man, boy, more Diabolic DVD goodness. Boy, they really love me, man. Um, they really love the shit out of me. They really honestly do. I buy a lot of shit from Diabolic, man. I sometimes actually have conversations with the guy from Diabolic DVD who owns it because I think he's just got this guy buys enough shit from me. I might as well have conversations with him. So let's see. So the next batch of titles here that I got. Let's see on this one. Uh Oh, let's see. So these are all Kino Lorber titles. There are three Kino Lorbers. The first one that I got from them is uh The Public Eye with Joe Pesci, which man, this is one I have not seen in a long ass time, man. I have not seen The Public Eye in a long time with Joe Pesci. This is a very forgotten Joe Pesci movie. Like everybody talks about Home Alone, obviously, and Goodfellas, and a lot of other flicks. Public Eye is something they don't talk about, man. It's been a long time, so when they announced this, I definitely had to eventually pick it up. So this does have special features on it as well. Really great, a great movie. So I did get the Public Eye. Also, I ended up getting the Blu-ray of The Quest. Yeah, this is one. Oh my God, man! I've seen bits and pieces of the Quest. I have, but I've never actually like watched the full thing. But when they announced this, I was like, oh my God, this is an instant buy eventually for me. And I'm glad I finally picked this sucker up. More Henry Thomas in my life, man. It is always good, man. Man, the kid from ET, of course I'm gonna get more of his stuff, man. Yeah, I definitely gotta watch the quest for sure, man. Uh, so no, not the one with JCVD, Thomas. No, this is much different by far, man. So you got that, and then last in the Kino Lorber lot that I picked up from Diabolic DVD, and this is a must buy. This is easily a must buy, man. And that is none other than Space Invaders. Oh my God, of course, Space Invaders. I love Space Invaders. Do you realize that my mother owned the VHS of Space Invaders for years? Like I used to watch it on VHS, man, for a long ass time, and I love this movie. This movie is gold, man. This movie is fucking hilarious. I love this movie about these weird aliens that come down to Earth after their ship crashes, and all the are like weird like hillbilly redneck people they meet, like so weird, man. That Oh man, I had to pick this up, and there's a lot of special features on here, man. There's a shitload of special features on this sucker. I had to pick it up, man. I love Space Invaders, and actually, a long while back, I actually had a chance to win this in an auction, and it would have been signed by the director. But unfortunately, I lost the auction and I didn't win, and that really pissed me off because I was like, ah, fuck, I really wanted to get this release with like the director's sign in it, but fuck, man. But to have this in the collection now is awesome, man. So I used to have this on VHS, dude, but now to have it on Blu-ray, awesome, man, absolutely awesome. Yeah, dude. Yeah, I can't wait, man. I can't wait to dive into that. So yeah, so literally, these three wonderful titles, guys, right here. Very, very nice, man. So good. All three in the collection by far. Very, very nice, man. So these are very, very cool. We'll get getting those indeed. I definitely would love to meet the director of Space Invaders. That would be very, very cool, Thomas, if I got to meet them. Then the next package, actually, I got through eBay. This is one that I have been wanting for a while, kind of forgot about it until I talked about it in the Out and About a few weeks back, and I was kind of looking for it once I kind of brought it back into my consciousness again. And that is none other than Roar, baby. Roar, man. Look at that sucker. Right here, man. I had to pick up Roar, man. I had to do it, dude. This was by far something I definitely had to find, had to pick up, man. So good. And when I talked about it, uh, when Rogue came out, and I talked about Roar, and I'm like, oh my god, I've been wanting that movie, and I've been forgetting about it, and it came back into my consciousness, and I knew this title is out of print. This is majorly out of print, and I started searching for it on eBay, found it for a really great price, and I had to pick it up, man. This is one that was easily needing to be in the collection, man, by far. That horror, dude. Roar is not a horror movie. However, Roar is very horrific. And what I mean by that is that all of the lions and the tigers and the elephants and all everything in this movie is done for real. And what I mean by that is it is absolutely authentically real. There is no stunt people in this movie. What you see is what you get. And what I mean by that is that the whole family, it's supposed to be this sort of movie about like, coexisting with animals and how animals are sacred and everything like that. It's supposed to be a heartwarming movie. But when you watch the movie, like you are literally terrified for every single person that is in this movie and even behind the camera because everything is real. Like when the lions or the tigers are attacking humans in this movie, they're literally attacking them. It's not CGI. It's not fake. It's all real. Like Melanie Griffith, who was young in this movie, um, she literally had to get plastic surgery on her face from one of the lions or tigers literally clawing at her face. I believe Jan de Bont, who directed Speed and some of those other movies, I believe he was director of photography on this movie or the first AD. He actually got he actually got scalped. Literally, he got scalped by one of the lions or tigers. Tippi Hedren, who is in this movie, she actually got her leg broken from an elephant, and it's on camera here. Like literally, they literally got attacked by these animals, and it's on screen, literally. Like everything is real here. It's not played for fake. It's all real. Like this guy Noel Gallagher, I think it is. There are scenes where there's literally dozens and dozens of lions and tigers, and and he is literally getting pounced on by them. Swear to God, man. And literally, when you're watching it, you're like, "Oh my God!" Like, dude, get out of the way! Like, God, stop! What the fuck are you doing, man? Like, literally. I mean, it's not a horror movie, but when you watch it, you literally are in fear for this family because you're like, "My God, man, just get the fuck out of there!" Like, literally, like oh my god, man, it's this movie's nuts. It literally is absolutely nuts, man. it's one hell of a movie to watch. It literally says the most dangerous movie ever made, and it might very well be. It's just nuts that they actually did this for real, man. It's absolutely crazy. Um, how many injuries these people had to deal with, and wow, man, it's fucking nuts. I had to own this. Like I said, this is out of print, and I found it for a good price on eBay, and I took advantage of it, man, in a big bad way. I honestly did, dude. Um, being in the living land, the whole world that must pick up. It sounds like a canon for Chris films. Yeah, it's a movie that's just nuts, man. You know, if you're fascinated by lions and tigers and some of like nature, it's a must watch. It honestly is. It's a crazy movie, and I had to buy it. So this is easily a buy for me. So finally got this in the collection. Another out of print title for the collection, obviously. Silhouetted Animator, thank you for the $5 super chat, man. Really appreciate it. Notice the X-Men Blu-rays on your shelf. I think the newer versions remove the Bryan Singer commentaries for obvious reasons. They do. I think the newer ones definitely absolutely get rid of the commentaries. I believe the X-Men ones that I have, if I'm not mistaken, yes, the ones that I have actually still have the commentaries attached to them, the whole Bryan Singer ones, which I'm glad that they do. I mean, look, Bryan Singer has issues; he's got problems, but I do like those commentaries, and I don't want them to get rid of the commentary. So I'm glad that I own the editions that still have the commentaries attached to them. So I like that that I have the versions that are still preserved. Put it that way, man. Um, Seth, I was looking through the Miramax catalog on Wikipedia, and there are movies that Paramount could release. One film and quite fascinated is Into the West with Gabriel Byrne. Aaron, there's a lot of catalog titles that are just dying to be released. And you know what? Honestly, it just depends on whether they're interested in doing it or not. Thank you for another $2 super chat, Silhouette Animator. Appreciate it, man. I'll also favorite weird French films. Oh, Jesus. Uh, I don't know if I really get into French films, man. God, I would have to. Jesus. God, that's a good question. I don't really know, man. French films. Uh, there is some weird French stuff that I know I've seen. I can't remember it though. I will get back to you on that. I promise, man. I will. Just don't know about that one. So I have one more package, one last package to show you guys, and this is one that I am dying to show you guys. By far, I'm dying to show you this. So I'm dying to see this here. Hopefully, it came in good condition. And oh, I think it did indeed. Looks very nice. Oh, good. Told you guys I'd pick it up. Told you guys I would. And that is none other than Hocus Pocus, baby. The Steelbook. The Best Buy exclusive Steelbook of Hocus Pocus. Actually came much earlier than I thought it was going to come, guys. Really, really happy. And look at this beauty, baby. Look at this beauty. Hocus Pocus, man. Oh, so good. Man. Oh, look at that. Sweet cover. Let's open this sucker up, man. Let's open this motherfucker. That is beautiful. This is beautiful. And notice that I didn't have to go hunting for this because I might have went 45 miles out of my way, but when I knew that there was not going to be one for like 200 miles, like fuck that, man. Like I'm nuts. I ain't that nuts, dude. So let's see this sucker. Oh my God, this is really great. Look at this. Oh man. Yes, Thomas. On the YouTube channel, there is literally a video where I go and hunt for the steelbook that came out, the Hocus Pocus steelbook that came out a couple years ago. So there is a video of that. This time around, I didn't have to do that, thank God. So here's what it looks like when it's unwrapped. Very nice. I think this looks sweet. I think this looks really awesome, man. This is what it looks like here. Very nice. Looks really sweet, man. And then here's the backside. Oh, that looks so cool. That is awesome. I love you got the cat and then the dead guy coming out. That's so awesome. Very, very cool. So not nice, man. And then and then on the inside, you basically once I take the discs out, you have you have the Sanderson sisters that are right on the inside as well. Very nice. Look at that, man. Very cool. This is a nice this is a nice steel book, man. This is really really great, dude. I kind of saw pictures online and I was like, "Oh man, I really hope I was going to get this, man. And I hope I was going to see it at Best Buy." And then when I went to the out and about and went to Best Buy, and then I didn't see it. I was like, motherfucker! Like I was like, God damn it! Of course I wasn't gonna see it, man. Of course, man. The luck I have, dude. And then I called the other Best Buy in my area just to see whether they had it, and they didn't have it. Then I went online and the one that I went to previously to find the other steelbook, they're all out. And I looked at it, well, there's not one to have it for like 200 miles. And I'm like, fuck. Like it would make a great video to drive 200 miles, but yeah, no. No. So I'm like, dude, I'm just gonna order this online. And thankfully, I like ordered it right then and there, and I'm so happy. This thing looks so sweet, dude. Oh, so sweet. Look at this. This is nice. Let's be real, man. Like, there's a lot of steelbooks that, quite frankly, I don't love, and sometimes I'm like, yeah, hey, but this looks great, dude. Honestly, this is an awesome steelbook. This is an awesome steelbook, and this is one that I'm definitely, putting right alongside the other steelbook, and oh, so good. Oh, so good. This is great, man. So yeah, so I got some really cool pickups this time around, guys. Hocus Pocus, Roar, The Quest, which is really cool. The Public Eye, Space Invaders, and of course, Little Vampire in Brooklyn Love as well. A lot of really cool physical media, guys. Oh my gosh, some really cool stuff this time around, man. Some great pickups to put in the collection, baby. Cannot wait for that one by far. Reorganizing and doing all that work. Fun times, guys. Fun times indeed, man. I'm a sucker for Hocus Pocus. I'll buy every release of it. Best family Halloween flick. If you want to get into the Halloween mood, watch this. That horror dude, absolutely, man. Hocus Pocus is so good, so great, and it's it has literally become a Halloween classic, and rightfully so. It deserves it, man. Uh, love when they take time to come up with a great movie cover, especially when a film deserves it. Juan, completely agree, dude. 100% agree with that by far, man. Goodbye, Seth. Thanks, Juan. I appreciate it, man. So while I have you guys here, I want to talk about real quick what's coming on the channel and in the uh next month and a half. I kind of want to talk to you guys about that real quick, give you sort of a little bit of update on things that are coming to the channel. Oh, yeah. Isn't very nice. Okay, so here's what's gonna happen, and I've kind of started to plan things out a little bit here, guys, to sort of let you know what's happening. So first off, next week, obviously the Tuesday out and about video as usual. You guys know this, but also next week you're also gonna get a new movie hunting video. I won't really speak about it right now too much, but there will be another movie hunting video that's coming next weekend. So keep your eyes peeled for that one. Um, I also have been talking to a another another indie store that's in the area that I've been talking to about doing another movie hunting video, and they have agreed, and I'm just ironing out details right now with them. So at some point, maybe whether it's in October at some point or maybe early November, there will be another movie hunting video that's going to be a really cool indie store, indie location that is absolutely killer, guys. It is an amazing place, and I cannot wait to show you guys. It's an amazing location, and I'm just chomping at the bit for filming in there. So the fact that they agreed is absolutely awesome, man. It's absolutely great. Um, outside outside of that, there is also some cool things that are coming. I'm also right now editing a video that's still a few weeks away. I'm going to be putting out a 2,000 subscriber thank you video that me and a bunch of the guys we contributed to, and I'm editing that. There will also be a giveaway in that video as well. It's going to be a great giveaway for you guys. So that's coming in about 3 weeks to a month time. So keep a lookout for that one. That one is coming. So that one is happening as well. Also, there is a I am I'm getting from one of the PR companies. I am getting a huge release that is one of the big, huge horror releases of the entire year. I am getting that in the mail from one of the PR companies. And this is one of the massive horror releases that is gonna come out this year. People are highly anticipating this release. And I I am so shocked that I'm getting this as a review copy in in the mail. And I am going to be doing a separate video on that. That's coming as well. So that's going to happen sometime, hopefully next month. On top of the pickup videos as well, the August pickup video should be coming within the next 2 to 3 weeks as well. And then onto the September releases, of course. Also, Also, what I'm going to be doing as well, guys, is I'm going to be posting a link down below when I'm done with this live stream. And the video I'm going to be posting a link to is actually um, the Halloween horror movie playlist that John, my friend Van, and I did last year. Now, the reason why I'm posting the link down to that video is because, first of all, it's a really great video that we did late last year at the end of October. And since then, we've gained a lot of subscribers, and some of you guys that video might have passed you guys by. It's a really awesome video where we each give our top 10 of, of sort of sort of a movie watching day to sort of watch horror films. Like we give our top tens, and it's a great video, just a lot of really cool horror titles in there. But the main reason why I'm reposting that video is because we're actually doing a part two. And we're filming that in early October, and that's going to be released in October as well. So The Halloween horror movie playlist part two is coming in October as well. That is happening. Also, another big horror box set is coming out as well. There's going to be another major review coming out for that one. Also, I think you guys can kind of guess that one too. On top of, more of the out and about videos, of course, and maybe other movie hunting videos on top of that, maybe some review stuff also, possibly another giveaway. Um, the next month and a half, 2 months are going to be massive. There is going to be so many videos that are coming out, uh, you know, review videos, doing the horror movie playlist, pickup videos, box set reviews, more movie hunting. There's going to be a lot of really great stuff that's coming on the channel, guys. So it's going to be really great. Things that I'm starting to plan now that I'm literally trying to plan ahead on. A lot of really great stuff, guys. So I wanted to kind of give you guys the heads up on all that. But honestly, if you guys have not watched the Halloween horror movie playlist video that we did last year, like I said, I will put a link down below to that video. It's a great video, and we cannot wait to literally do part two, because when we finished doing the video last year, we were already talking about doing a part two the following year and doing another video where we change the rules up a little bit and give you another top 10 of our horror flicks that we would watch on Halloween. We are looking forward to this, man. So that's a great video, the Halloween horror movie playlist. I will put a link down below at the end of this video. Guys, check that video out. It's super fun. The recommendations we give are amazing, and I cannot wait to see the list that the guys have and what I come up with. It's going to be really cool, man. So there's so much stuff to really look forward to on the channel. Reviews, movie hunting, box set reviews, horror movie playlist, the out and abouts, uh, so much stuff, man. I can't wait, man. Like I said, I have to fit all of this in my free time. So I'm still gonna try to do the live streams, but if I do them less, you guys will understand why. So it's gonna be really cool, man. So there's a lot of stuff coming on the channel, but I wanted to give you guys as much information as I possibly can. Some cool stuff to look forward to, man. It's gonna be great. I can't wait. A lot of work ahead of me, but some really fun stuff, man. Indeed. Let's see here. Jeff, that's in hi says, do you have any VHS tapes that you collected that you could show us? I got rid of my VHS tapes. I honestly did, man. I gave them to the Salvation Army, and that was a long, long time ago that I did that. They were honestly just collecting dust, and I wasn't really watching them, and other people could get more enjoyment out of them than I can. So I decided, what the hell? So I just decided, you know what, it's better to give it to people who are going to appreciate it a little bit more. And that's what I did, man. So no VHS for me, dude. Juan, that's great news. Congrats, Seth. You're on your way. Yeah, Juan. There's some really great stuff coming, dude. When I got the email about the box set that they're sending me, and again, I won't really say what the box set is, but I was blown away. I was like, wow, you're actually offering to send this to me, and that blew my mind. So I'm looking forward to that. I'm already planning the video as we speak. So that's really cool. On top of even the horror movie playlist stuff as well. That's a great video that I can't wait for part two as well. So a lot of cool stuff, man. By the way, I was wrong about Vampire in Brooklyn. The DVD only has a theater career. Yeah, not many special features, and probably not much in general for Vampire in Brooklyn, considering that it's kind of a flop, and studios don't put a lot of money in flops, unfortunately. Is the indie movie place you're going to the movie trading company? Silhouette Animator, it is not, because I don't believe there is actually a movie trading company in my area. There is not. So, no, that is not the store that I am going to. I've never been into one of those. I don't know if it's cool or not, but this place is really awesome. It's fantastic. And they're excited to have me film in there. I'm excited to go in there as well. So I'm just happy to be able to film in there. That will be really cool, dude. That will be awesome, man. Um, that horror dude, you should have way more subscribers by now, in my opinion. There will be a time where it will just spike really fast, man. I can almost give you my word on that. That horror dude, you know what, man? I'm gonna be real with you. I'm gonna be very real. When I started this channel, I could have never in a million years, honestly, thought that I'd even get to 2,000 subscribers. I didn't even think I was going to get to 100 subscribers, to be totally real with you. I thought, man, no one's going to give a two shits about this channel, about me talking about movies. No way, no how. And I have been amazed, literally amazed, that I am literally past 2,000 subscribers, and that this thing has even taken off to where it has, man. I mean, I know 2,000 subscribers is really small potatoes, and I get it, but the fact that I've been able to have that many is astonishing to me. And look, yes, people like Cool Duder have more subscribers, Wet Movie One, but they've been on YouTube for a very, very long time. Cinema Sickness and so many other really great YouTubers out there, Cinestalker and many, many, many great people out there. Uh, 2000 to me is like the world, and I can't thank people enough. I really can't. So I'm happy for every little bit of support I get, dude. I really am, man. So, uh, will I get more? I hope, but 2000 has just been crazy, and to think that I've even reached this limit has just blown my fucking mind away, man. So, you know, so far it's a win-win in my opinion, dude. Let's see. Busy, busy, busy. Thanks, Seth. We can't wait and really appreciate it. Thanks, Juan. Dude, there's so much. Really starting next week is when it starts to get pretty crazy for me. I won't really say how crazy it's gonna get at this point, but I've already talked to the guys about a bunch of stuff. I'm contacting, like I said, that indie place. I'm getting emails from PR companies. I, I'm I'm sort of making a lot of plans, talking to the guys ahead of time about, dates and times of when we're gonna get together and do stuff. So, this is sort of my kind of relaxing period, which is so weird considering that I have so much work ahead of me and so many more movies to watch and so many things I literally kind of think I should take a week off of work just to sort of get as much stuff I need to done, because if I don't, I'm gonna be drowning in craziness. And if you see like really bad like bags under my eyes at some point, guys, just know that I'm not getting much sleep, and maybe when the first of the year happens, maybe I can finally rest. But that's not the case, because once the first of the year happens, I kind of promised you guys that I'm gonna start doing the Blu-ray collection videos. So yeah, I'm just swamped probably until God knows when. Yeah, I just no sleep for my ass for a long, long time. You know, you know. I hope my girlfriend likes me falling asleep quite a bit, because that's probably what's gonna happen, man. Um, let's see here. Movie trading company have a super massive DVD selection. Yeah, I've heard they've had some really good stuff. From what I've heard, I've never been in there, but I've heard they've had some good stuff. Have you heard about Spaceballs coming to 4K from Kino Thomas? I have, And I am kind of looking forward to that, man, because I love Spaceballs. And if it's a really good set, then I might be interested in that one. I might be. Griff, if you get more and more things to review, have you thought about making those reviews a separate video from the Tuesday new releases? Yes, Griff, I have, uh I got another email from uh the PR company that gave me Pay Dirt, and I did review Pay Dirt this past Out and About towards the end of the video. It's a new DVD that came out in the UK that I got here to review. Pretty interesting movie. I actually liked it quite a bit, and they were talking to me about another release, and they asked me if I reviewed Pay Dirt, and I sent them the link to part of the video, and I did tell them. I said, when it's a release or something that's very, when it's not a big release, when it's something very small and niche, I figure it's better to put it in the out and about video. That way it gets a little more eyes on it and a little bit more exposure. When it's something bigger of a release that I know there's more interest in, then there's going to be a separate release. Like what I'm going to be getting a big box set from one of the PR companies. I know there's a massive interest in this one. I know there is. And I said that's going to be a separate video, and it will be. Like when I told my friend John about me getting the set, he was shocked. And I said, "You're shocked. I'm shocked." And so he's like, "Dude, this is awesome." And he's like, and I'm like, "Yeah." So I'm like, I said, "Yeah, dude, this is great." So when it comes to ones that are highly recognizable, then those are ones that are going to get the separate releases. When it's one that's a little more niche, something like Pay Dirt, I figured it's better to put it in the out and about, and that's what I did, man. So yeah, very cool, man. Very cool indeed, dude. Let's see here. Tom Ferguson, that's never been there. That horror dude. It's nice to see people be so passionate about the same things you are passionate about. It's nice to watch. That horror dude. The one thing, dude. Honestly, the one thing that I hope, if you guys get anything out of this channel, seriously, is if you guys see my passion that I have. If you guys see the passion that I have, that and get enjoyment out of it, then at least I've done something right. And so that's really important to me, man. Honestly, it really is, dude. So that's the one thing I hope you guys get out of this channel by far, man. I really do. Uh, Dylan, you're a legend. Love from the UK. Dylan, thank you so much, man. I love the UK. I love you guys in the UK. I love your fucking releases in the UK. You guys get some really great stuff, man. And sometimes I'm ultra jealous. So yeah, I love you guys in the UK so much, man. Thank you for the love. I really appreciate it, dude. We'll definitely be checking out that video to get me ready for part two. Yes, Juan. It's within the channel, but I will be putting out in the description when this live stream is done. I'm gonna put a description to the Halloween horror movie playlist that we did. Basically, I gave the guys a challenge, and I gave myself a challenge. I said, let's each pick 10 movies, 10 horror flicks, and from 10 all the way down to number one, what's the horror movie that you would start the day off with, and what's the movie that you would end the night with, and all the movies in between. And it was a tough challenge. The guys literally told me, they were like, "My God, you don't know how many times I literally took a movie out and then put a movie back in, and I was thinking about this and thinking about that." And I was doing the exact same thing. It was a tough list to put together, but we had some really fascinating picks, and I really thought the video was great. Unfortunately, it didn't get a lot of love at the time, but to be honest with you, I am I'm very happy with the video and think it's a really great one, and definitely something you guys got to check out. And the great thing about the second part is that now all of the movies that we picked in part one, like the movies that I picked in part one, or the ones that John did or Van did, we can't use those now. Like the 10 that I had, I cannot pick those. So I can pick something else, but I can't pick any of those 10. And the same with John. Like John had his 10, he can't pick those 10 again. He has to pick a different 10. And the same with Van. So now those 10 are gone. So now whatever I pick now has to be completely different. So what would you start the Halloween day with? And what would you end the Halloween night with? And where would you go down to get to number one? It's fascinating. It was a really great challenge. The first part of it is really cool, and I cannot wait until we do part two, man. I told those guys, I said this is when we're doing it, and you've got all this time to get prepared for it. So they're literally making their list now. I'm making my lists, and I'm kind of like Santa Claus in horror time. I'm kind of like, I'm making my list. I'm checking it twice. I'm wondering what's really naughty. so, so I'm looking forward to it, man. It's gonna be really cool. I definitely will put the link down below. By far, trust me, guys. Definitely check out the video. It's awesome, man. Let's see. One, have you seen the comedy mob movie Oscar with Stallone and Marisa Tomei? It's such a hidden gem. I have seen Oscar. It's a good movie, man. It's an underrated movie. It's definitely one nobody talks about with Stallone and everything. Like that's a really good one, man. Unfortunately, nobody gives that one much love. But again, it's when a movie doesn't do well at the box office, people just forget about it, and that one got forgotten. But it is a really good one, man. I do enjoy that one. Let's see. The interaction between Bennington and the kids in Hocus Pocus is terrific. I think that same formula works on sitcoms like Sabrina the Teenage Witch. Aaron, I love the comedy of that. The accidental comedy, and the guy being the screw up and everybody kind of pointing at him. Like I like that comedy. I think the Sabrina the Teenage Witch does it really well. Also, yeah, it's good comedy, man. It makes for a good, fun movie. I think it does. Movie, you should be wearing gloves and a mask in your own home, young man. Movie, I just, yeah. Hey, you know what, man? I do my diligence, and I wear the mask out to places, and I use sanitizer, and I'm I'm doing my best, man, under these tough circumstances. But when I'm home and when I'm chilling out, there ain't no mask on this face, bro. Okay, there ain't none, not nothing. Sorry, man. I don't think I should have to put on a mask in my own apartment. That's kind of ridiculous, but some people do. It ain't gonna be me though. Um, Dylan, you guys get good releases. I guess it goes both ways. I'm super jealous of that Rob Zombie Steelbook you all got. Yeah, that boy, that Rob Zombie Steelbook, that is great. That like I took a picture of that when I did the out and about, and I showed it to my friend John. I sent him a text, and he's like, he's like, you're gonna buy it, aren't you? And I was like, well, maybe. And he's like, yeah, you're getting it, man. And I'm like, yeah, I couldn't resist it, man. I had to. It was just too good of a steelbook not to get. I just love that one. So yeah, I guess it does go both ways. We get some good releases, but boy, man, you guys in UK get some great stuff too, man. Uh, Dollar Tree hauling again. Time to mask up, glove up, bathe in Lysol. Heck, I'm just gonna do those things and still stay home. It's a friggin' war zone out there. Movie Edge. It's tough, man. Look, I still continue to do the movie hunting videos and the out and about stuff. Why? Because I like doing it, man. And just like what Cinema Sickness says, as long as I'm wearing the mask, I'm staying safe, dude. As long as I'm doing it, and that's all that matters, man. You know, and that's the important thing about it. I know that people are really paranoid about it, man. I get it. I understand it, and I'm not even faulting any of those people. You know, if you want to be extra protective, there's not a single problem with it. I wear the mask, and I'm safe when I need to be, and as long as I am, then that's all that matters, and that's what my girlfriend asks of me, and I do that, and she's happy. So as long as I can make my girlfriend and my mother happy, then that matters the most to me, man. Honestly. Uh, my Target still has two of those zombie steelbooks in stock. I'm shocked. Wow, really? They still do that horde, dude. That's crazy, man. Wow, man, that's crazy. 60 plus dollars for that Dylan. That's nuts, man. Um, I love it. Have you watched Movie Holics vids? She's got some hot stuff. I have not heard of Movie Holic. Maybe I have though. I may have seen a video of hers a while back. I'm thinking of who she is. I might have. I might have to check her out more. I might have to. Thanks for the recommendation, movie. I appreciate it. That Stranger set does look really good. I'm not gonna lie. That does look pretty cool too. So what I'm gonna do, guys, is I'm gonna take a few more of your questions, and then I am going to call it quits because I need to get to bed for work tomorrow morning. So take a few more of your questions, and then we are gonna call it a night, guys. That's what we definitely are gonna do. Um, that I believe that is a second site release, if I'm not mistaken. I think The Strangers is, which that box set does look good. And if you didn't pick up the Scream Factory edition of The Strangers, then might as well pick up the second sight one. I mean, I either one depends on what you're interested in or which company you want to support, man. Whiplash, I have seen. It's gonna be a while since I've seen it, so I'm probably gonna revisit it at some point. But yes, I have seen Whiplash. Good flick indeed. One definitely worth it, man. All right, a couple more, and we are going to call it quits, man. We are gonna call it quits. So, any more questions you got? Definitely get them in, man. Griff, if you're ordering from Second Sight, you need to get Flight of the Navigator from them. They did an incredible job on that one. Oh my God, I haven't watched Flight of the Navigator in a long time. Definitely something I gotta watch, man. Troy, I think you should start doing home premiere movie reviews like you did for the theater release of Cats. That shit was hilarious. Yeah, that took some time, man, for the review of Cats when my girlfriend did my makeup to make me look like a cat. That that was some weird shit. So, um, funny though. Definitely the guys and we've talked about it. I was talking to one of the guys today, and we sort of talked about doing the Netflix nights again, and doing some of those streaming movies and doing reviews for them. So we have sort of talked about it. I don't know when we're gonna fit it in at this point because literally there's so much on my plate coming up that trying to fit that in at this point is damn near impossible. But if I can find a chance to do it, I definitely will start to do it because it's something I am definitely interested in, man. Uh, did your Walmart have the DVD of Fear Farm? It was a fun one. I didn't see it in your video. They did not. I didn't see Fear Farm there. Sometimes Walmart will get in all of the releases, and then sometimes they won't. Maybe it's because of a late truck, or maybe uh, maybe they just didn't put them out yet at that point. But no, some they didn't have that one. Shipping from UK is expensive now. Yes, shipping from UK is very expensive, Movie Edge. There is certain things that I'm getting from the UK, and look, I'm paying out the nose for shipping. I still want it, so I'm still paying it, but you know, with the COVID situation, shipping rates have only increased, man. So I've just sort of learned to deal with it. To be honest with you. Let's see. Same for the US, $15 for shipping, paying more for that than I am for the product. Yeah, sometimes you are, Dylan. Sometimes you're paying more for the shipping. I hate to admit it. That's why you might as well get a lot of stuff and then do the shipping because it might be worth that in the long run, honestly. Um, I'll see you on your next video. That horror dude, thank you, man, for being part of the video. I honestly appreciate it, dude, man. Thank you so much, man. Take it easy, and I think that'll do it for me, guys. I'm gonna get going, dude. I really honestly did. I want to thank each and every one of you for checking in on this live stream, being part of it, man. Um, Looking at all the great media that I unboxed, which was very cool. Definitely keep up with all of the videos that I'm going to be putting out. I told you guys the release schedule, and it is going to be absolutely massive. Some really great stuff. And again, if you have not checked out the horror movie playlist video that we did, again, I am going to put a link down below in the description so you guys can check that video out to get ready for part two, which is going to come next month. I'm super excited for that. It's a video that I was proud of last year. Definitely give it some love. And yeah, I will definitely see you guys next time for another live stream, or hell, I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care, everybody, and happy hunting. Be good to one another, and have a really great night. I'll see you later.